Good morning, my friends, and welcome to the 10-minute book talk where three best-selling authors talk all things bookish with you for 10 short and sweet minutes. I'm your host today, Rachel Linden, and I'm joined by my lovely co-hostesses, Marie Bostwick and Katherine Reay. And today we are getting in the holiday spirit by having RaeAnne Thayne, who is a New York Times bestselling author, and you don't get on that list easily, join us to talk about her delightful new book, The December Market. So RaeAnne, thank you so much for being with us. We are so happy to have you. And will you tell us a little bit about your fun new book?
Sure. Okay. So this is a book set in a little town in Idaho, fictional town called Shelter Springs. And Amanda Taylor is the heroine of it. And she has had some tough things that happened to her in her past. And so she really tries to give back to her community. And one of the things she has done is sort of spearhead this market that the town does every year. And it's become a huge regional attraction to people who come. And the unique thing about this is that they give a portion of the sales to charity. But she meets there's a firefighter in town who she's known for a lot of years, and he has a young son, and their grandparents start dating each other. And Amanda is not thrilled about it. Rafe is kind of okay about it, but Amanda is like, this can't be happening. And so she's trying to push apart them. So it's
I
lots
love
of
it.
fun, all the Christmas feels.
Oh, I love that.
I love this. This is such an adorable concept. And I can kind of relate to it a little bit. My mom is in her 90s and she lives in a retirement community. And on her floor alone, there have been 3 weddings. And she herself received an extremely serious proposal of marriage last year that she declined with the words, and I will give you, this was my favorite. She said, "Thanks, but I've served my time." So that was my mom. So I love this concept because, normally in a book, we're like all about matchmaking, but this one is about trying to break couples apart, sort of the anti-matchmaking, which is just such a fun idea. Where did the idea and inspiration for this book come from?
Well, it really came out of the character of Amanda, who's very protective of her grandmother. Her grandmother has macular degeneration. She can't, she's low vision. She really struggles with things. And so she feels like her grandmother's vulnerable. So she's very protective of her. And then when this younger man, he's like 3 years younger than she is,
3 years. Oh my goodness.
Retirement community. And his wife had previously had died like 11 months earlier. So she kind of feels like it's too early for you, but they are dear friends. They become dear friends, she and her grandmother and Rafe's grandfather. And so it was really about Amanda being protective of her grandmother. We have neighbors that have had similar things happen to them, and they ended up being okay with the relationship. But it's out there, and why not? Because everybody deserves love, no matter what stage of life they're in.
Agree more.
Amen. Love that.
Okay, so as we all know, settings are characters, and you have got the Shelter Springs holiday giving market, which I actually really love because you've got this juxtaposition of trying to end something along with trying to give. I just thought that was so clever. But tell us a little more about that setting.
I introduced it. This is the second book in a series. You don't have to read the first one. The first book was Christmas at the Shelter Inn, and I introduced it last year. And I loved the idea of a market. My mother-in-law and my sister-in-law used to do Christmas markets, and so we would help them set up and things like that. They would do crafts and other little wooden things that people loved. And so I loved the idea of having a market, and I loved the idea of a town wanting to give back. And so everybody who participates in the market donates a portion of their proceeds, and they choose a different, cause every year. And I think it's the food bank this year, the local food bank this year. And so I love that idea. I love that everybody at Christmas time loves helping everyone. We should do it all year long, but it seems like Christmas sort of accentuates that desire in us.
And there's also so much movement and like ambiance to a Christmas movement too, or a Christmas market too. I think that makes it really fun for a story to be set in something like that, because there's so much hustle and bustle and the Christmas spirit. So I have kind of a meta question for you. So this is definitely not your first Christmas book. To you, what are the essential elements of an excellent holiday story?
I feel like it needs to be about all the things we love at Christmas, family, community, all the things that bring us all joy around that time of year. But also it needs to, make people relax. My books have been described as comfort reads, and I'm totally great with that because I feel like, especially at Christmas time, we're so stressed. We just need something to slip into and feel like there's going to be a happy ending here. Yes, it's going to take them some time to get there, but we know that it's going to be a happy ending. So that's what I love in Christmas romances. I've been reading them, my whole life, and this is like my 22nd that I've written. So I've done a lot of
You are a pro. Oh my goodness.
Love that.
That is amazing.
And I feel like it really fits my voice as well, because my books are about hope and healing and about, really helping others. And so, of course, Christmas is the perfect time to write the kind of books that I like to write.
I love that. And who doesn't want a comfort read around the holidays? It's perfect. Okay, well, RaeAnne, I have one more question for you, and we ask this of all of our guests. RaeAnne Thayne, what is bringing you joy today?
I would say it's my cute little doggie who we've had for almost 5 years. This will be our anniversary of getting her. She was not a rescue, but it was a rehome situation, and she brings me so much joy. She's so cute and so funny. And I have a son with disabilities, and she adores him. And if she'll sit outside his bedroom until he's awake so she can go in there and cuddle him. And she's so
Love that.
Oh, dogs are the best. We are all dog lovers and dog owners. And I think we were figuring out, like, I have 18 pounds of dog. Marie has like 15 pounds of dog.
No, like 14, maybe.
14 pounds. She's tiny. And Katherine, how many pounds of dog do you own?
I have about 270 pounds
Oh
of dog.
my goodness.
That's a Great Dane. He contributes significantly.
Yeah, the Great Dane puppy coming in at 160 really tips those scales. Yeah.
Mine's a little 14 pounder.
What kind of dog?
He's a mini toy poodle Bichon Havanese mix. So she's
adorable.
fuzzy and so cute.
In our house, we call those mixolapsos.
Yeah, she's a breed.
That's so cute. All right. Well, if you are in the mood for a heartwarming comfort read, if anyone you know is in the mood for a heartwarming comfort read, this would make the perfect stocking stuffer. I'm going to be giving it to my mother-in-law, who is recovering from some surgery, and I think she's going to love it as well. And so I encourage you, this is the time of year we're looking for those cozy reads, and the December market is going to deliver that. So run out, grab yourself a coffee, and grab a coffee and copy for a friend. Thank you so much, RaeAnne, for being with us. Thank you so much, readers and listeners and viewers, and join us next week for more 10-minute book talk fun. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.